What is death?
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to the Oh It's That Show, dude. I love how I'm like always slightly out of shot. And whoever else is in the video, like me and Panama Jack are always filming, and it's like constantly he ends up being the center of the shot. I don't know why. I just like sit down and I just like lean back or lean to the side or something. And just kind of like disappear.
Interesting. Who's Panama Jack?
Do you watch the show?
I do occasionally when I have the opportunity to. You know.
He says he watches the show and he doesn't know who Panama Jack is.
I mean,
Panama Jack's been in like at least all but one or two of the this season, of the episodes this season.
I've been out of it this season, I guess you could say.
This guy. So, a while back, 2 weeks ago, we were at a family reunion at a park next to a cemetery. And this is my cousin, by the way. What is your alias you want to go by?
I go by Whorhey Posada.
Whorhey Posada. Okay. You might need to text me how to spell that so I can put that on the website. But anyway, we had a great conversation about how I feel cemeteries are kind of a waste of space, and it's weird how we bury our dead.
Yeah, and I had nothing but agreements with that, you know what I mean?
Because honestly, when I die, I want to be mulched and like used as gardening, just to help plants grow. Honestly,
that's one thing. I think people actually do that.
I don't know, but if they do, I'm down. Sign me up.
Just spread you out there out the yard, you know what I mean?
I think it'd be awesome. Well, not a yard. I mean, like a farm or something.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Or like a garden that grows food. I want to help feed more people.
Just want to
I
keep
want
on
my
giving.
death to help give to others. I don't want to be
that.
waste.
Right, you know, I feel like
Definitely
that's
don't
what
want a
cemeteries
mausoleum.
are. They're waste. It's a
Right?
waste of land.
It's just like, that's perfectly good land to farm on.
Farm, build pools, build anything. You know, that we were right next to that giant park, and like half that park is dedicated to being a cemetery.
Yeah. It's like, what? It's just, they take up so much space. Usually they're just like a bunch of acres, and it's like that could just be a substantial piece of a farm.
Right.
Makes no sense to me.
Makes little to me too. I kind of think they're a thing of the past as well. Like, you know, like, when's the last time you visited somebody at the cemetery?
I don't. But there are people who do.
Yeah, I guess
Usually
so.
as people
Grandma.
get older, they tend to. Yeah. I think that's really the only people that do visit cemeteries are people...
Older people who are about to be in the cemetery?
Possibly, yeah.
Kind of checking out the new space.
Getting to know where they're going to be at.
Find a nice little plot of land for them.
Yeah. Mausoleums are ridiculous, too. But, I mean, sometimes... I think it makes sense when there's, like, a big mausoleum with just, like 6 high of people. And it's like that doesn't take up space. Plus, it looks nice.
Yeah, you built something towards someone at a notion of their success. The other part where we destroy the ground and just throw them in.
And then we don't farm there or anything. We just
kind of ruins the land.
Let grass grow, which, I mean, provides oxygen, but I mean, do we really need...
We have
plants could grow oxygen too.
Right, we have 8 trillion people on Earth. If all of a sudden we have
8 trillion? 8 trillion.
8 trillion.
8 trillion. Trillion.
Yes, is that wrong?
That is so wrong.
Maybe I meant
there
to say
are 7 billion.
There's 8 billion then.
Almost 8 billion.
Alright, well still, I mean, imagine we tried to bury all those people.
I know, right? Where?
It's just not even a practical solution.
Body to science makes sense too, but I mean, even after that, like I watched Scrubs, and it looks like they just bury them when they're done using them for science, unless they use their body for science forever, which is kind of I feel like is a rarity.
Yeah, I don't think cadavers are used forever.
But I mean, like a skeleton could be used forever or something.
Bones, yeah.
Yeah. for like, teaching people how to, solve crimes and whatnot, and just like have real bones to show people what bones really feel like and look like and shit.
Rather than just let them disintegrate into the ground.
Yeah. Especially because we put ourselves in boxes too, so it takes.
Dude, some people spend their last dollar, even going to
spend so much money on just a box to put ourselves in the ground. It makes no sense. And then the amount of money it costs for a tombstone, those things aren't cheap either. And then the whole funeral service. The service, I guess I kind of get. I mean,
yeah, because that's
people come together, celebrate the person.
Yeah.
You eat food.
Yeah, I understand that, but like I said, just to pay to put someone in the ground,
just to be in the ground, it's like what? It's
crazy.
It's ridiculous, man.
Super ridiculous. What? So you want to be turned into mulch? Really? That's your game plan?
That'd be awesome.
Would be awesome. I don't know what I would do.
Use my body to help or science. I mean, if science wants to take this, ugh.
Good old science.
Science can always find a need for bodies.
I'm surprised science hasn't found a use for them yet. Besides, like.
Studying
them, like there's no use.
What do you mean? I mean, studying them is a use.
That is a use, but
you get to understand the human body better.
Kind of. We've been doing that for the last couple hundred years.
That's true.
Shit's not really changing very much. Excuse me.
But it helps keep new doctors,
trained
at the level, at that high level.
Yeah, I get what you're saying there.
So that we are moving. So that there are people to back up the people that figure shit out, and then there's just like they can grab people who have that knowledge and that level of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So they can help push us forward farther into the future.
What do you think they do with your body if you're homeless and you die?
Sometimes it's an unmarked grave.
Where though? Is there are there
random
private cemeteries versus governmental cemeteries? Like
well,
I know there's
state cemeteries or something.
And there's the veteran cemeteries and stuff like that.
And you can always find people with there's always, I feel like 1 out of every 10 cemeteries has just an unnamed person in it or something. Because I mean you watch those crime movies and it's the unmarked grave, Yeah. I watch a lot of Supernatural.
Do you?
Yeah.
They have a lot of those.
And when they dig up bodies, sometimes they're just okay, there's 3 plots here that are unmarked, and then they see a symbol that's oh, this is the right person then. But it's I feel like there's just a few unmarked bodies in a lot of places, but usually families claim them. And
hopefully, yeah, it'd be a shame if you.
But sometimes they just don't have family. But it's what are they mass graves make some sense.
Kind of, yeah.
In a way. The old school way of doing it, mass graves. And then, I don't know. We should have done some studying on this topic a little bit before.
Kind of. I mean, I don't really know much about it. It's kind of why I like this. We're hypothesizing on its use value.
We're just giving our thoughts.
Right. That's all we're sharing. Nothing but our thoughts.
What is death?
That's crazy that you want to be turned into mulch.
Or science. I mean, I guess that's a more normal one.
Yeah, some people might see that as normal. I guess it also kind of comes down to your ethics.
Have you ever watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the episode where Frank is when I die, just throw me in the trash?
Mm-mm.
You haven't seen that?
No, why is it funny?
It's hilarious, and it's that's what's gotten me thinking about this sometimes. It's just what is the point to burying us? Yeah, just throw people in the trash. What's the point? I fully respect that way. Should be alright, so yeah, he's dead, just throw him in the trash. The cops would be no, just what? They would be what is wrong with you? Be that was what he wanted, just to be thrown in the trash. Just imagine explaining that to the cops. Because it's so weird to think outside the box nowadays. Although,
kind of just
the last few years, it's kind of, with gay rights and all that, it's kind of been like a little more of a norm. The weirdos are really kind of being more known now.
Yeah, hipsters.
So, yeah, that too.
For sure.
That's helped with the whole not being seen as super weird.
Yeah, I can see that.
But people find a norm and then they stick to it and then they hate things that are outside of it. Yeah.
They settle. They don't force themselves to change.
You gotta be ready for change, man.
Always, you gotta embrace it.
I mean, it's understandable to find some things that'll remain kind of constant and normal in your life, but you gotta be ready for other stuff to change as well.
Huh.
Gotta have like 2 or 3 things that are constants and normals and be ready for one of them to, at any time, just like, that's gone. Need a new one, and then find a new constant or normal. Don't fight it. Accept it.
Yeah. Good thing to say about change, not to fight it. Only makes it harder. Which sucks.
That's the reason I am here for 3 days, and I brought like 5 bags / I brought gear for one, 2 bags of gear, that and that. But then I brought enough clothes for like 5 days, just in case. And then I brought food just in case. I got water just in case. I'm always ready in case shit goes down. It never really does, but I'm always ready.
In case shit does.
I'm ready, okay? Look at this guy. What you doing? Get out of here.
Is that a lightning bug?
I don't know.
Dude, yesterday I was driving on the way up here. There was a lightning bug flying in front of me, and I killed it with my windshield. And like the lightning stuff stayed on my windshield. Like,
creepy. Just guts.
Glowing too.
Bright glowing guts.
Very creepy. Cemeteries are a waste of space, and they're kind of sad to the eye. I don't get why people think they're dope. They're not dope.
Okay. When it comes to being dope, there are some pretty dope mausoleums and stuff.
Yeah. We've talked about that. Those are architectural creations.
Those are cool.
They took thought. It doesn't take any thought to dig a hole and throw someone in it.
But most great headstones are just like so basic. It's like, what's the point?
They have like shapes you can go pick out from, and like you just put your name on it. You know what I mean? It's not like
What? It's so basic.
basic.
It's like, here's our this one, that one, and that one. Which one do you?
Which one can you afford is the real thing. It comes
Right?
down to like which one are you willing to spend the money on?
Every word is like $100.
Yeah, it's a shame that we've.
He died.
Rip. R.I.P.
Well,
$30.
Because it was expensive. Rip makes sense.
Right.
I'm pretty sure there's why they did Rip, because it was simpler, quick, easy.
Why is why?
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Do you think about how hard it used to be to chisel gravestones?
Right.
They probably still do it by hand, some of them, and like.
True.
And now we had diamond chisel and shit like that, but before then, like. But it sucks.
Must have been rough.
Life must have been rough.
Imagine living in times where there wasn't toilet paper.
Do you imagine living in times like the 1800s and shit? Like, watching all these inventions be made up around you? Like,
Right?
electricity, all of a sudden you didn't have it, and all of a sudden you have electricity. I think that shit's gypsy. You know what I mean? I'd be like, that
That's
shit's
why
magic.
change has taken so long, because it's just like the whole thing gets gypsy. It's like all weird and stuff.
Right. Rather than just accepting it.
Mm-hmm.